You wouldn't know it from the image in front of you, but right now I'm standing on top of an award-winning Airbnb. Just last year, this underground cave home was voted the 5th best Airbnb in the UK, and today I'm going to give you a little tour inside to show you what makes it so special. Okay, so this is the Warren. I've wanted to stay here for so long. Ever since I saw an Airbnb a couple of years ago, I was just very curious about what it would be like to live underground for a little while. I mean, the way things are going in the world, we might all have to in the near future. So this is a little taste test of what that's going to be like. But I've always had a curiosity about what it would be like living underground. Maybe exposing myself as a little bit of a mole person, but there's just something about it that has always appealed. So I'm very excited to finally be in here so that I can give you all a tour. So let's give you the tour. So this room that I'm in right now is an all-in-one living, dining and kitchen room. Open plan, very bright, but we're gonna start with the kitchen. Along the top here, you've got all of this storage. In here, you have a washing machine, a dishwasher under there, and then drawers for cutlery, chopping boards, and other utensils. More pots and pans, a microwave, an espresso machine, oven, hob, and then there's a fridge and also a freezer. One of the things that I really like about this kitchen is that it does curve round with the curve of the ceiling and the walls. And that's one of the first things that you'll notice when you come into this place is that all of the walls and the ceiling are all curved and textured. There's no straight sort of harsh angles in here. It all kind of cocoons and envelopes you. So flipping around the camera so you can see the rest of this living and dining and kitchen area, we have the dining table, which is a really nice hardwood. A lot of the furniture pieces in this place are quite unique hardwood creations, which I'll show you more of in a second. You got 4 seats for all your friends. I don't have any friends with me, but you know, that's fine. And then over here we've got a big sideboard, and then inside you just got a couple of different bits. You've got Monopoly if you want to argue with whoever you've come here with, and then some more storage drawers over to the side. This place is full of storage. Now, I did mention that there are a few different unique hardwood furniture pieces in this place, and this is definitely one of them. I'm going to assume this is a bespoke piece that was created by someone local, because there are a few different companies in this area who create unique furniture pieces from local wood. So I'm assuming that's what this is, but it's an incredible piece of art, very impressive. So since this video is all about award-winning design and being connected to planet Earth through this underground home, it's fitting that the sponsor of today's video is SURI, aka the last toothbrush you'll ever need. So I've made the switch to SURI, and there are a fair few areas where it just completely beats my old toothbrush. First of all, a pain that I feel everyone with an electric toothbrush runs into eventually is my old toothbrush would run out of battery after just a few days. So I just spent all of my time charging it. But with SURI, the battery lasts a month. So 1-0 to SURI. With my old toothbrush, when I was done with the plastic heads, I just had to throw them away and they'd end up in landfill. However, with SURI's plant-based heads, you can send them back to SURI in a prepaid compostable bag and they will recycle it for you. So 2-0 to SURI. And finally, my favorite thing about SURI, with my old toothbrush, when I came to Airbnbs like this, I would just throw it in my toiletries bag and it would loosely bounce around, which just isn't very bougie of me. But with SURI, you get this very sleek travel case, and a very cool feature about this is that if you press this button here, it turns on a UVC light which kills 99.9% of bacteria, on the toothbrush head. So in a nutshell, the switch to SURI has been well worth it for me. This holiday season, SURI makes for the ultimate gift to yourself or someone you love, and using the link below with my code PATCHY, you'll get some extra money off the SURI sale. Now, on the topic of unique kind of artistic choices within this house, after speaking about the lovely bench, I feel I should mention the tiles throughout this place, because as you can see, it's got this mishmash of different colors and sizes and shapes of tiles, which creates just such a unique look. And usually with tiles throughout an entire place, this is what it's like in kitchen, living room, both bedrooms and the bathroom. I think usually that might be quite a cold thing, especially in the Highlands where it's currently -3. Very chilly. But with this place, another very unique and interesting point is that it's entirely heated by underfloor heating. There are no radiators. The only 2 radiators in this place are 2 towel rails in the bathrooms, and that's just for drying towels. It's not actually for creating the warmth within this place. I've never experienced that before. I think I've only ever felt underfloor heating in a bathroom. So to have it throughout the entire place, it creates a lovely cozy feeling, but also a very nice sleek look to all of the walls because they don't have any radiators hanging off them. So coming over here, this is the side of the living room. We've got the bench just there, and then this lovely arched area with the patio doors, which look out to the patio with the patio furniture if you want to sit out there. And this big glass front just gives you a view out to the stream that runs through the bottom of the garden, some hills in the distance, and then out there you have a hot tub. I have never been in a hot tub in my life, so I think I should test it and give you my thoughts. Let's move into the living room, where there's yet another very interesting, very beautiful detail about this house. So this is the living room, and this is the centerpiece. This is the most gorgeous coffee table that I've ever seen in my life, and I honestly can't believe how solid it is. It looks like it could be fake. It's so unreal, but this is just 100% solid wood. It's very similar to the bench that I sat on over there, so I'm assuming it's been made by the same people that made that, and once again, I'm assuming it's been made from perhaps local wood. Very unique, very beautiful, and just so eye-catching. For the rest of the living room, you have 3 sofas, so plenty of room for all of your friends. Finally, to tie up the living room, we've got the TV. I've not actually checked what's inside here. Oh, it's just some DVDs. Get him to the Greek. Let's move on. So this is the bigger of the 2 bedrooms, and right away, I'm going to draw your attention to my favorite part of this room, which is this giant circular window. I feel like this would just be the perfect place to prop up a couple of pillows, scoot inside there, and read a book while looking out to the stream and the hills in the distance. Beyond the big gorgeous window, I have a lovely big bed, 2 side tables, and one feature that I really like in here is that you can control the side lamps with these little switches, but you can also control the ceiling lights from your bed as well. As with every other part of this place, even the side tables have their own little unique details in that you can pull out these little trays just to have some more surface area if you're, I don't know, having breakfast in bed. Very groovy. At the end of the bed, you've got this giant dresser, which is same style as the side tables next to the bed, and then you've got a TV and a little mirror there for checking your hair. Now on this wall that I'm currently hiding from you, we have one more unique feature, and possibly it has potential to be the most haunting feature that I've ever seen in an Airbnb. So the first detail on this wall, which is just a bit different, are these old skis with ski boots. That's fine. But over here, we have probably the craziest thing that I've ever seen in an Airbnb. I've brought you in for a closer look, but this is a porthole which you can unscrew, open up, and you can put your hand in, you can look in, you can speak through, which is fine, until you see what's on the other side. Let me show you. It's the toilet. So there's no privacy curtain or little blind on this side of the porthole. So all of the power is on the other person's side. They can open the porthole, they can speak to you, they can throw stuff at you through there. So if this is the toilet that you choose to use, you either need to be by yourself or just have a lot of trust in the other person that you're here with. Porthole concerns aside, this is a very stylish and inviting bathroom with a full-size tub, gowns, sink, mirror, and a generously sized shower as well. Coming back into the main living space, we have this little cupboard which contains all of the bells and whistles that keep this place running, and then moving back over to the kitchen and through the final door we have the second bedroom. So this is the second bedroom. I think it is a little bit smaller than the other bedroom through there, but it's still massive. It's still a huge bedroom. It's got loads of storage in this dresser at the bottom of the bed. Once again, it's got a TV, a little mirror. It's actually got a sofa, which is different. The only thing that's missing in here are the light switches that let you turn off the ceiling lights. Speaking of similarities and differences, this bedroom also has one of these beautiful big round windows which looks out towards the little bridge outside, has some ferns around the edge of the window outside, which is also lovely. And I just think this would be a gorgeous place to throw some cushions in and have a right seat, a right read, or just scroll TikTok. Who am I kidding? In here behind this door, we have another ensuite. Ensuite? Why did I say it like that? This second bathroom is a little bit smaller than the other bathroom, but it still has everything you need. Because I was so curious about how the Warren was built, I asked the property managers if they had any information on this front, and Julie from their team kindly sent me this picture from when it was being built. When I arrived here, I also had a chat with one of the other property managers, Craig, who is a builder by trade, and he was able to decipher the entire building recipe from this one image and share all of that information with me, which was very good of him. So if any of you are looking to build your own underground home, you can pause the video now and write down your shopping list. As with all of the unique Airbnb tours that I do like to show off the surrounding area a little bit, just in case any of you want to visit. And there were two things in particular that I really wanted to do while I was up here. The first was paying a little visit to the Birks of Aberfeldy, which is a gorgeous leafy walk surrounded by rushing water and waterfalls. And the second thing I wanted to do was visit Ian Burnett's award-winning chocolate shop. I'd never been here before, but I'd heard about it and I'm very glad I visited. They had such a massive selection of treats, so I ended up buying a little box of 4 truffles. A milk praline for me, a raspberry fella for my dad, a lime one for my mum, and a chocolate orange one for my brother. So a right smorgasbord of flavours. The chocolate was a 10 out of 10, the Warren was a 10 out of 10, and Tigger obviously is a 10 out of 10 too, so I'm happy. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you leaving a like and subscribing for more, and once again thanks to SURI for sponsoring today's video. As a reminder, if you'd like to make the switch to SURI yourself, use the link below with code PATCHY to get extra money off the SURI sale. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.